Testing, testing, testing. Hello and welcome to Carver High School in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm bringing you this match live from Alabama. Christopher Uranga traveling on the road to bring you this UPSL Georgia Division Premier Zone 2 action between FC Birmingham and Potros FC. Previewing the game, we're going to take a look at the starting lineup for Potros. Cameron Verona starting in goal. Only one change from the starting lineup from last week in that 4-1 victory against North Georgia United, and that's going to be Caden Macias comes in to the starting lineup. Brendan Fry will drop to the bench. In the call-up, a couple of other changes with Kevin Ruiz, Sebastian Lopez, and Eric Graham coming into the lineup, getting their first call-ups of the season. Brendan Fry, Amadou Danfa, Kwesi Paul, and Benji Prophet make up the rest of the bench. So the rest of the starting lineup is unchanged from last week. Danny Morera starting after an impressive first game. He started in the right back position. Will continue there today. In the center, Benjamin Uranga alongside Modu Jallo. Once again, starting in the center back positions. Caden Macias, as we mentioned, comes into the left back position, pushing Latrell Bradshaw into the midfield. Will play alongside Pedro Valenzuela and Sebi Morello, who both got assists last time out. And then up front, no changes there. Pedro Lima, Mark Bino, Darinho, the club's all-time scorer, and the goal scorer of all four of last week's goals, Nazario Mbomio, starting again. Nazario Mbomio did not score last season against FC Birmingham. Will look to try to get his goal today and continue his great goal-scoring form and continue his defense of the Golden Boot in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. So moments away from kickoff as the teams get their final preparations, referees come onto the pitch to do their final checks. Last week, FC Birmingham started their season off with a draw against Scenic City Soccer Club, the team that was promoted to the Premier Division from Division 1 last season. They finished last season at the bottom of the table, avoided relegation thanks to a realignment of the league. Some teams getting added in, some teams dropping out. That gave them an opportunity to stay up. So they are looking to make the most of the opportunity and the ability to stay in the Premier Division once again and possibly look for something more. They've been in the playoffs multiple times throughout their years in the UPSL Premier Division in Georgia, but last season they finished in last place. They've started this season off much better with a draw. They'll have a difficult task here as they're playing the defending playoff champions in Potros FC. So two teams last season were on the opposite of the table. This season, they're currently right next to each other with only one game played. This game could be an early test for either of these teams to really get a good gauge of where they are this season. Potros, as we mentioned, came off of that 4-1 victory against North Georgia United, who missed out on the playoffs last season despite their strong start. Started the season with 4 wins in their first 4 matches and then went on to not win a single match for the rest of the season and went out of the playoffs in the final week. So just a few moments away. Looks like we'll find out who is starting on the referees. We got the referee crew right in front of us. Looks like it might be the same referee that we had last time out. This game was played in the same location in the spring season. Potros came away that day with a 4-0 victory. It was played at the end of the season. This one is now being played near the beginning of the season. Goal scorers on that day were Augusto Del Rio, who's no longer with the club this season, doing his duties at Life University. Darinho, Mark Bino, got a goal that day. He's in the starting lineup. An own goal came in the second half for Birmingham against Birmingham, and then it finished off with John Engel getting the final goal in that 4-0 match. John Engel also not with the club, currently playing his college soccer as well. So some changes in the squads, and we'll see how those changes impact the match. Coach Frankie Ruiz trying to defend his first full season as Potros FC head coach, finished playoff champions. Now coming into a new season, starting off strong, but looking to continue with this new setup in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division, split into 2 zones. Yesterday, Georgia Revolution got their campaign underway, traveling down to FC Columbus Elite. That game, despite going down 3-1 at halftime, Georgia Revolution came back in the second half to win 4-3, leaving FC Columbus Elite with 2 losses in their first 2 matches. So not a great start for the team that came up from Division 1 last season. They'll put early signs of them being in a relegation battle. We'll see if they're able to turn the season around. And then currently Atletico Buford, who won their first game in Zone 1 against Kalonji Pro Profile last week, they're currently up at halftime against Pachuca, Georgia, one of the other teams that came up from Division 1 and made it into the playoffs last season. So other than that, yesterday was supposed to be LSA Norcross Pro, formerly Limeño, Georgia. They started their campaign off strong against SSL with a 5-1 win there. They were supposed to play against Atlanta United Academy today, but that game was postponed alongside Atlanta United Academy's opener against Dalton United. So Atlanta United Academy back into the UPSL, but have not played a game yet so far. So not a good start for them from an organizational standpoint of not being able to start the season on time. We'll see how their season progresses as they'll have to make up those games. And there will be one to watch throughout the season, see who they bring in to their squad, if they're bringing their U19 team, if they have other reinforcements. We will see as the season goes on. Also around the league, currently SSL FC is facing off against Dalton United. That game's in the 17th minute. It is currently 0-0, but SSL FC have a chance to take a lead with a penalty kick. That one's happening as we speak. We will give you that update in just a second as we get ready for kickoff over here in Birmingham, Alabama. So SSL Dalton United playing today. We also have some other games going around the league today. Later on today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is Kalonji Pro Profile taking on Georgia Athletic. So a match that Georgia Athletic got a win last week out against FC Columbus. They won that one 5-0. And they're taking Kalonji Pro Profile, who lost their opener against Atletico Buford 8-3. So that one will be on later today. And in that other match, as we mentioned, SSL has just now taken a 1-0 lead against Dalton United. So SSL currently up 1-0 against Dalton United out in Snellville, Georgia. So we'll be back in a few minutes to bring you the kickoff of this match, kicking off at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 local time here in Alabama, so just about 6 minutes away, and we'll bring you that one in just a few minutes. And I'll leave you with the scenes here at the field. Is that good there?
Yeah, I think there's no, I look, everything is fine.
I'm going to see how the video sounds. Here we are moments away from kickoff. I'm Christopher Waranga with Potros FC bringing you the match here in Birmingham, Alabama between FC Birmingham and Potros FC in UPSL, Georgia Premier Division, Zone 2, Week 2. Potros FC traveling to take on FC Birmingham. As we just mentioned in the match preview, two teams that were at the opposite end of the table last season, a brand new season, a brand new opportunity. Both teams got points in their first week. Potros with a win over North Georgia United, and FC Birmingham with a draw against Scenic City Soccer Club out of Chattanooga. We get to see the final moments of preparation for Potros FC as they get their final warm-ups in, their final talk from head coach Frankie Ruiz. And we're going to bring you the kickoff in just a few moments as the teams get ready to line up. Before we do so, just a reminder that next week kicks off the beginning of the campaign of Potros' newly established U23 team competing in the UPSL Georgia Division 1 competition. They will be placed in the North Zone alongside other teams, a lot of other reserve teams and youth teams from the Premier Division. They'll be placed in a group with Chattanooga FC's U20 team, Atletico Buford's second team, Club The Strongest Atlanta, a former member of the Premier Division who was relegated a few years ago, Mableton FC, a brand new team that's entering into the UPSL, North Georgia United's second team, Scenic City Soccer Club second team, UFA Lawrenceville, a new addition into the league, and Dalton United second team. So their season kicks off next week at home at Lake Point Sports Complex against Chattanooga FC U20, who got a win yesterday, a 2-1 win against Dalton United 2. So look on our social media pages. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page as we will try to bring you those matches alongside the premier matches. So tune into that. It may be with the new VO setup that we have. You may have seen some of the preseason games that way. We will be bringing you the home matches, potentially with the VO, potentially with the full setup, depending on the situation. But first, before we get there, we have to start here in Birmingham, and we'll hear the announcements from the in-stadium announcer. And as we wait for those announcements, a quick update from Snellville, Georgia for SSL and Dalton United. We previously were mentioning that SSL had gone up with a penalty kick. They are now taking a bigger lead. They are now up 3-0 in the 25th minute. SSL 3, Dalton United 0. So moments away from kickoff here in Birmingham now. And apologies, we're currently going to mute the audio in the stadium to try to avoid copyright issues. And here we go. The last preparations, last talks. Potros FC. Starting lineup, if you missed it earlier, Cameron Verona starting in goal. The back line, Danny Morera, Benjamin Uranga, Modu Jallo, and Caden Macias. In the midfield, Latrell Bradshaw, Sebi Morello, and Pedro Valenzuela. And up top, Pedro Lima, Nazario Mbomio, and Mark Dadinho Vino. Options off the bench for Coach Frankie Ruiz today. They've got the backup goalkeeper today, Benji Prophet, who was in the squad last week as well. Also returning to the squad, Brendan Fry moves to the bench after starting last week. And alongside him is Kwesi Paul, a normal starter. Today starts on the bench after a slow preseason, but we can expect him to make an impact throughout the season. Also, the other options off the bench for Frankie Ruiz will be Amadou Danfa, who made a late appearance last week, as well as Jonathan Valverde was on the squad last week, did not make an appearance. New players into the squad this week are Kevin Ruiz, Sebastian Lopez, and Eric Graham. So a second away. The last checks from referees, checking the goals, checking the nets, making some adjustments for the safety and the performance of the referees. Also on the bench today, not playing as a player, but helping out on the coaching staff is Aaron Witten, who was expected to return as a player this season. Unfortunately, picked up an injury in preseason, but will be here helping out as he did last season on the bench as an assistant coach for Frankie Ruiz. Hopefully he will be back later on in the season and contributing on the field as well. But a quick check, it looks like there's an issue with one of the goals. So this will delay the kickoff by a few minutes. So thank you all who are here, all the Potros fans who have tuned in. We're proud to bring you this match live from Birmingham. We will be back at home next week, although due to conflicts with Marietta High School, that game will be played at Lake Point Sports Complex. So for those who are waiting to come out next week to play against the game against SSL FC, that game will be played at Lake Point, not at Marietta High School. The rest of the premier games for the season will be at Marietta High School as normal. But some issues with the goals. Referees did come onto the field pretty late. They did not check the field beforehand as they are supposed to. So that's delaying the kickoff as they're making some adjustments to the nets. And this could have been done much earlier instead of right before kickoff, as the referees check the nets before the kickoff instead of in the pregame. Referees in Alabama are not the same ones that will be used in most of the Georgia matches. So they'll have to make do with what we have today. The standards trying to be kept. As with the players and coaching staff and everyone involved in the UPSL, it's a professional development level. We'll look to develop. Also, the referees can develop as well if they are open to learning. So here we go. Kickoff for Birmingham, starting the game by playing the ball into the corner. It's going to just roll out for a goal kick. So they were trying to get it out for a throw-in to try to pin them in, but it goes out for a goal kick, which will allow Potros to build out from the back. So didn't go to plan for Birmingham. We've seen that tactic being used in the professional leagues in a couple of places, but it didn't work this time. Ball's back into play. Here's a chance for Potros to try to attack early on. Lima getting onto it. Feels a bit narrow here in Birmingham, so they'll have to make do with the limited space, but that one's in early and a good attack there. The goalkeeper getting his leg out to block the ball through. I'm not sure if Dadinho got a touch to it, but he tried to flick it on. It was a good, dangerous ball from Lima to get an early chance, and now Birmingham with the chance on the counter, but Uranga quick to get to it. Uses his body well to get in front of the defender. Now Birmingham back on the ball, under possession here in the attacking half, trying to put a cross in early. Finds the head of the wide player. Jallo up to head it down. And then now Morello looking for a chance to get out. Gets it wide to Dadinho. And again, a narrow field. They're running out of space. They'll have to make adjustments early on to be able to play in this field. But Birmingham doing well in this early stages of the game. Then give us 1 second. It looks like we lost power for a second, so you might have lost the game on the screen. We're going to get that back up as soon as possible. We still do have the audio. Okay, the screen is back up now. We do have visual back on the game. Apologies for that. Our equipment was unplugged by accident. But play continues on. Pressure early. Morera trying to get out of it. Had 2 players on him. Birmingham possessing in the back. They've done well so far to take advantage of the small field as their home field advantage. Trying to play through the middle. Pressure on from Potros this time, and ball played out wide, but not able to keep it in. So an intense match to start off. Both teams putting high pressure and trying to make do with the limited space. We'll see how the game adjusts, and Macias going to be the one taking the throw, getting it down the line, looking for Mbomio. Mbomio not able to turn, and ball's played back forward. Mbomio, last time out, had 4 goals to his name. And now Morera puts a tackle in to win that one back for Potros. Uranga with some nice skills to get away from the pressure. Valenzuela running right back into it. Does enough to poke it forward. Macias and Mbomio looking to try to create some space for himself. Finds Lima on the far side. Lima on a 1v1. That's what he likes. Tries to put a cross to the back post. Is dealt with well by Birmingham. Now the second ball headed back. It comes back to Lima's feet. Trying to get a shot this time, and that one's blocked on its way as well. Now Valenzuela getting a foot in to get the ball back. Finds Lima once again. Lima slips this time. And Birmingham have a chance to counter. He stays on side as he was in his own half, and it's a 2v2, but Jallo does well to stand the player up and get it away to safety. Birmingham now with a throw in deep in the possession of the Potros defensive third. We'll take a look at that early opportunity if we have a moment to, as they get the ball back for this throw-in. This was that early chance as the ball came out wide to Lima. He put a cross in. I don't think Dadinho got a touch to it, but the goalkeeper of Birmingham did well to stand his ground and put his foot out. And no ball boys out here as well for Birmingham. So delaying the restart here as they have to get a new ball. And allows the players to get forward. It is a warm day today here in Birmingham, about 88 degrees, but most of the field covered by clouds, not making the sunlight as heavy as it was during the warm-ups when they first arrived. And now Dadinho playing the ball forward into the path of Lima. Lima has opportunities if he can get a good cross in to the back post, but a little bit too heavy for Mbomio. Just manages to keep it in play for a second, but then it eventually does roll out on the second touch. And Birmingham now on the throw-in again. So Potros looking dangerous, but not able to open the scoring just yet. They came out last week with 4 goals, thanks to Nazario Mbomio. Nearly found him there. That cross from Lima. Bradshaw not allowing the counter-attacking opportunity. And now it will be a throw for Birmingham off of Danny Morera. Birmingham gets the ball back into play. Moving the ball across the midfield. They look like they've got a pretty different squad than what we saw last year. Definitely a different goalkeeper, and a lot of other different players are trying to build and improve off of last season, finishing in last place. They're going to try to avoid that again this season. A foul committed against Macias, who gets it back into it quickly. Valenzuela playing the ball forward to Mbomio, flicks it onto Dadinho as well. Dadinho playing it wide, but again running out of space on this field. They'll need to slow the game down just a bit. Either that or play in a more confined area together. So far, 7 minutes, a lively match, back and forth. Expect that in this kind of field. A lot of narrow spaces that have to be forced to play direct and vertically. And so far, both teams look up to the challenge. Now we'll see who is able to get the first clear opportunity. Potros in possession in the attacking third. Caden Macias getting a throw, long throw into the box. It flicks on, Dadinho's there, but not able to get the contact that he was looking for, and it falls into the hands of Birmingham. So still not able to record a shot on goal. It's the first opportunity. We thought Dadinho might have gotten in touch on the replay. It looks like he did not. It looks like it just rolled on through. And now Birmingham forcing the ball forward, trying to pin Potros back into their own half. They're leaving numbers back, though. They're only attacking with a few numbers. So they're trying to get in those isolated positions, trying to get in those 1v1, 2v1 positions on the counter. Now they'll have a chance on a set piece. We'll see what they decide to do here, as this might be one of their opportunities to put a ball into a dangerous area. They've got numbers forward for this free kick. They put a cross into the back post. Verona's going to get that one pretty easily. And Verona looking to play the ball quick. All the way back behind the back line, and Mbomio running onto it. It bounces once. The second ball controlled by the defender, and it falls to Mbomio this time. Mbomio with an open goal if he can get it in, and it's going to go into the back of the net. It's going to be an own goal, but Potros is going to take the lead. So Potros FC, early lead. Nazario Mbomio unfortunately doesn't get the goal to his name today, as it was an own goal, but he does do everything to put it into the back of the net. We'll take a look at it again. That ball from Cameron Verona over the top, fell behind the defense. The defender had a hard time dealing with it, and yeah, unfortunately you can't credit that one to Mbomio, as it hit two Birmingham players before entering the match, entering the goal. So Potros FC, 9 minutes into the game, the 9th minute I should say, takes an early 1-0 lead thanks to an own goal by FC Birmingham, facilitated by the long ball over the top by Verona, which Mbomio dealt with, got around the keeper, put it on target, and it bounced off of two Birmingham players before ending in the back of the net. And now a free kick. No free kick, as the referee believes that the player went down on his own. So it will be a throw-in for Potros, as it came off the Birmingham player. But referee did not like the position that the throw-in was taken from. So Morera will have to take it again from a little bit further back. So make sure to stay tuned with the Potros FC YouTube channel. We will be bringing you as many matches as we can this season. Between home matches, all home matches will be broadcast on our YouTube channel for the Premier Division. And we will try to bring you as many away matches as possible. We're here today in Birmingham. The situation was great. We're bringing you this stream today. Make sure to leave a comment on where you're watching from and who you're supporting. And we will be sure to take a look at those and see all of the support coming in for this Potros FC team as they try to defend their championship from the spring season. We will also be trying to bring you as many of the UPSL Division 1 matches for our newly established U23 team, which will be headed by Coach Abraham Macias. They get kicked off underway next week on Saturday, September 20th, against Chattanooga FC U20. Ball back underway. Verona going with the long goal kick, won by Birmingham on the first ball. Second ball won by Pedro Valenzuela, putting it back forward. And another situation where dealing with those long balls, and Birmingham struggling so far with the presence of Mbomio in front of them, making them have to think about what decisions they're going to make. We saw on the last one, they did not deal with it well, and Mbomio took advantage and gave Potros the lead. That time they went a throw-in. Morera trying to put a cross in, looking for Dadinho, and Morello steps in front and chests it down. Gets it to Valenzuela, tries to play to Morera, but the Birmingham player was right behind him. Potros ends up with the throw, however, not to the like of FC Birmingham. They believe that was their throw. From where I'm standing up here, it did look like a Birmingham throw, but for what it's worth, the referee was right in front of it. Might have taken a deflection. It was hard to tell. Now the ball's back in. Here's Sebi Murillo. Back to Morera. Has pressure. Turns with it. Oh, but his heavy touch goes into a Birmingham player. A chance for Birmingham to come on the counter, but Valenzuela quick to it and not allowing anything. Although Bradshaw's ball forward does end up back in the Birmingham's possession. This time they'll be able to take their time with it as the goalkeeper will take the ball short to his teammate. Now looking to go long. Oranga gets his head to it. Ball in the midfield. Bradshaw gets to it. Birmingham lets it go for a throw. Birmingham trying to find their way forward, trying to get back into the game after a promising start, promising first 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then the mistake in the back and the own goal. Now they have to chase the game. A similar situation that we saw last season in the same fixture as Potros took an early lead through Augusto Del Rio. This time it was an own goal. There was an own goal last time out as well, although that one came in the second half. This one opens the scoring. Here's Morello picking up the loose ball. Gets it wide to Mbomio from a tight angle. Tries to play it across, and good defensive work there from Birmingham to get across and block it. But Mbomio just took the ball a little too wide, was not able to get his body balance to get a shot off, but does win a corner kick here in the 13th minute. You can see the danger that Mbomio always poses in these games. The league's Golden Boot winner last season had 4 goals last time out. Nearly got one today, but it goes down as an own goal instead. And here's Lima on the corner. Lima plays it short to the front post, and Mbomio's there this time. Goal! Nazario Mbomio, just as we were talking about it, he does get his goal this time, extends his tally to 5 on the season, only 2 games in, extends his record to 22. That now puts him up into 3rd all-time goal scorer for Potros FC in only a few, about 15 matches. Let's see, might have gotten the replay just a little late on this one. Let's see if we can see it. There you go. Yeah, on the front post, just got away from his man with his foot, just taps it in right in front of the keeper. Lima with the low corner. Nobody stood in front of it from Birmingham. And now Potros with a 2-0 lead in the 14th minute here in Birmingham, Georgia. Or Birmingham, Alabama, apologies. So a strong start to the game. Frankie Ruiz trying to get his goal tallies up early on in the season, trying to get those early leads. We will find out this week who Potros FC will face in the second round of U.S. Open Cup qualifying. They received a bye in the first round, along with all the other UPSL teams in Georgia. Today, the first round qualifying match between Majestic Soccer Club and Terminus will be played tonight. As for Potros, they will find out who they will play, when, and where this week. And we will keep you up to date on that on our social media pages as well. Make sure to follow on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Meanwhile, Birmingham find themselves 2-0 down 15 minutes into this game. They're trying to start the season stronger than they did last. They've got an uphill battle to do here against the defending champions. And Modu Jallo hits the deck on that challenge as the ball came across. He headed it out, and after he already headed the ball, received some contact from the Birmingham player. Ultimately, referee flagging for a foul, but Jallo taking his time to get up to his feet, not requiring attention just yet. Now he's on his feet. Looks like he will be good to continue. Does not need the medical attention, and Potros back in possession as they win the free kick. Verona Ball over the top. That's how the first goal came. This time is dealt with well by Birmingham. Still have to deal with the second ball as Morello got to it, and then a little bit of a scuffle there in the middle ends in a Birmingham free kick. They play it quickly over the top. Verona's off his line to get to it. Throws it quickly to Moreda. Moreda sees the run of Mbomio wide. Mbomio took a heavy touch and it came off his arm. Will be a free kick or a handball. Birmingham back underway. Dealt with by Moreda on the first ball. Second ball falls to Mbomio. No foul. Moreda picks up the loose ball once again, this time coming into the midfield. Has a hard challenge on him, and now Birmingham come away. Jallo read it well, gets it away to safety. Modu Jallo getting his second start of the season after only playing a few matches last season. He was part of the squad and involved in almost every training and almost every match week, but only got a few appearances on the season, and this season starts the first two games after an impressive preseason. Alongside Benjamin Uranga, who played most of last season in the midfield, moves back into the defense to start this season. I'll take a quick moment to mention one of our partners for the season, Red Top Indoor, which was held by one of our co-owners and currently on the field, club captain Benjamin Uranga, opening up his own indoor facility, Red Top Indoor. You can follow them on Instagram and follow along, as a new indoor facility in Cartersville, Georgia will offer more opportunities to local talents. He has a chance for Lima. He gets pulled down, and that's going to be a free kick for Potros. No card, as Lima was pulled down and takes the free kick quickly, gets it all the way across to Moreda, has options in the box, tries to find a runner, goes all the way to the back post to Lima. Flag comes up really quickly. So, free kick for Birmingham, this time coming from the offside. Was called against Pedro Lima, who went a little early on the run. It was good work from the Birmingham defensive line as they saw Moreda get ready for the cross, and all of the defensive line had stepped to the edge of the penalty area, leaving about 3 Potros players in an offside position, having to quickly reshuffle and try to get back on, and Lima was not able to get back on time. Oh, and Darinho clears that one, blocks that clearance, but it only goes back to a Birmingham player. This time they're able to get into the attacking third, and now Macias is going to come away with it. Plays it off of a Birmingham player, a little bit of a bounce around before the ball falls to Lima on the far side. Lima carrying the ball forward, has help on the outside if he can find him. He gets Darinho in the middle, but Macias continued his run all the way across and dealt with well by the Birmingham player. A great attacking play there from Potros. Macias on the left back position continued his run forward. Lima found Darinho. Darinho with the quick pass back to Macias, and just the central cross was not far away enough from the goalkeeper. Long ball over the top. Dealt with well by the Potros defense, and now it went from keeper to keeper. Another thing you might notice on the field, the goals are placed about 5 yards into the American football end zone, making the field about 10 yards shorter lengthwise than we're used to seeing in most of these American football fields. So that will also play a part, as you can see the keepers can quite comfortably find the other penalty area from a punt. We saw it on the first goal. The punt from Verona put Mbomio through. And we saw it right there, as well as the Birmingham keeper was able to punt all the way into the opposite penalty area. So shorter field, a bit narrow field. You can see the corner kick mark is about 2 or 3 yards into the penalty area, which means the field is about 60 yards wide. Pretty small. And now a free kick for Birmingham right at the edge of the box. From a dangerous position. So the sun's starting to come down. It's going to be right in the face of Birmingham's goalkeeper as the sun starts to set here at Carver High School. The clouds opening up and the sunlight coming through to the field. It's going to make it a little bit difficult for those Birmingham defenders and goalkeeper to deal with those balls over the top. Right now, it'll be in the face of the shooter, about in the near corner as well. But this is a good shooting opportunity for Birmingham, a chance to get back in the game. Will he go for the first post or will he go to the back post? Number 6 for Birmingham. Goes straight into the wall. Second ball will roll out for a throw-in. They almost thought about putting it in quickly, but with the narrowness of the field, they can treat it almost like a corner kick and get a cross in. It doesn't take too much to get it into the penalty area. Ball played short instead, though, and played quickly around. A little bit of a miscommunication, but Birmingham managed to keep possession. And now a ball over the top, and the flag's going to come up for offside as the Birmingham player was coming back from an offside position. Ball back in on Verona. Dealt with by Birmingham. Second ball, Lima picks it up in the midfield. And now Morello gets it wide to Morera. Morera puts it back into the middle, back to Morello. Finding the feet of Lima. A 1v1 situation here, but now help from Birmingham's defense. Lima still with it. Tries the left-footed shot. Not enough on it to test the keeper. Had other options, but tried to go himself. And you can see that Lima came all the way across to the right side. He's going back now to his favorite left side, and Birmingham's keeper will punt that one straight out for a throw. Throw in from Morera, bounces through to Mbomio. Mbomio trying to use his strength, but the Birmingham player gets his foot in the way. We throw for Potros in the attacking third this time. Morera headed by Darinho. The ball headed by Darinho and then cleared by Birmingham. Here's Bradshaw. Not able to get under control. Birmingham gets it back underway. Looking for the runner as the run comes all the way through to the near post. The flag comes up now for offside. Verona now sending the ball back down the field the other way. Finds the feet of Lima. Lima not dealing with it well, but Birmingham not taking advantage of the opportunity either. And Verona will try again. This time finds Morera on the near touchline, and his header wasn't able to keep it in play either. Valenzuela thought about the quick throw, but decides to leave it for Morera instead. Now Morera's header throw-in comes in, and Birmingham able to clear this time. All the way into the final third. No one there from Birmingham. Verona plays it back out. Here's Macias. Macias trying to calm the game down a little bit. And a little bit of struggle there to get the ball out of the defensive third as the ball moves back and forth, and eventually falls back into possession for Birmingham. Now they have a chance to build out, but Mbomio nearly wins that one back from the furthest player up the field. Throwing down the line, eventually cleared straight down in the middle. Ball still bouncing around and now on the feet of Birmingham. Still some work to do to get into a dangerous position. They have pressure. Potros still forcing them out, and now a dangerous challenge there from the Birmingham player who came in low on the leg of Valenzuela. Luckily, not enough contact to cause any issues, but enough to give a free kick. Oranga getting the ball back in, looking for the long switch to Lima. Doesn't find him, but put the Birmingham defender into a tough situation, and now throw in. And not sure exactly what happened. I missed it there, but it looks like a bad throw was called. So now Birmingham has the throw. Ball in the middle, picked out by Darinho. Plays it through to Morello. Tries the one-time flick to the back. Mbomio beats the man of Birmingham to it. Mbomio from a wide area, looking for an option to go into the box. Tries to go himself, but loses it. Assistant referee wanted to signal for a foul. Referee decided it wasn't and allows the play to continue. And this time, nothing there as well. The ball play continues in. All over the top, Verona off his line, out of the box to head it out. So referee allowing the game to continue, allowing some of these challenges. And now Birmingham in an attacking position, trying to put a cross into the box. Came off of the chest of the forward, but wasn't able to control or find a teammate. Now Birmingham finding their way forward. Macias with a nice challenge. Macias continuing with the ball. Fouled from behind. And this time it looks like it will be a card. So a yellow card shown to the Birmingham player for the challenge on Caden Macias. In the 30th minute, first yellow of the match. This match started very lively between the two teams. Potros got 2 early goals, 1 own goal that was facilitated by Nazario Mbomio, and then Nazario Mbomio added one to his name shortly after from the corner kick taken by Pedro Lima. Since then, they haven't had any real opportunities, and the game's become a little bit more chippy, kind of bouncing back and forth in the middle. Neither team really able to create chances. An opportunity here as the ball comes in and dealt with by the Birmingham keeper, trying to get the ball underway, looking for a runner. Nobody ran. And now it is played forward. All the way above the cross. Oranga trying to get to it. He's claiming that he was held, but gets the ball out now. A little bit of a words exchange there in this game. Definitely getting a little bit more physical. We did see the first yellow card come in the 30th minute. Try to see if we can get an indicator of how much added time there will be as we reach that time of the game. But still about 15 minutes left to play, and that ball bounces through. Macias quickly having to recover to get that one out. But a miscommunication there from the back line of Potros as the ball came in. Nobody went for the first ball. Bounced to the back post. Mo Jallo now putting his hands up. Macias did well to react at least and get that ball out to a throw-in before the shot could be taken away. But a chance there from Birmingham. A little bit of a lack of concentration from the Potros defense. We'll see what they can do from this throw-in as the ball comes across. Finds the man in the edge of the box. Plays it back out wide, and Dadinho back helping to defend. Gets it out for a corner. So Birmingham starting to create some danger here in this final part of the half. A corner kick, and we know how close it is to goal. Can allow for some dangerous opportunities. But it could also be, if they try to go over the top, could easily float above everybody's head with such a short distance. They go to the front post, and Bradshaw there to head it away. Almost trying to put that one on target, it looks like. Now, they have the short option. Goes to the back post this time. Verona able to come away with it. Looking to play quick. They has Mbomio. This is how they got the first goal. This time it's over the top. Bounces behind once again. Birmingham player, very similar situation. Doesn't deal with it very cleanly, but eventually does get it out for a throw. Dadinho taking his time to get the ball. There's no ball boys, no extra balls on the side of the field, so delays some of these restarts and doesn't allow for quick opportunities most of the time. But Potros now looking to get the ball. Moreira looking for Mbomio. Dealt with by the Birmingham defender. Bradshaw puts it back in. Not dealt with well that time. Here's Dadinho, flicks it onto the back post. And it just over the bar. Looked like from this angle, it looked like it was almost in. It was hard to tell. We had to wait to see where the ball bounced, but it ends up over the goal. We'll take a look at that one again. But it was a little bit of an illusion from this angle. We'll see it one more time here as the ball came in. Bradshaw's ball just bounced around. The Birmingham player tried to deal with it, and that one just over the bar. Birmingham player throwing his body into the net with everything to try to keep it out. So a little bit of struggles from the back line of Birmingham, trying to deal with some of these balls over the top and bouncing balls. Haven't been the cleanest, one of them ending in a goal. A couple other chances coming from it. Uranga's ball forward, a nice little flick there from Mbomio. A nice tackle matches it from Birmingham's defender. Now Birmingham looking for an opportunity to get back on the score sheet before halftime. Ball over the top, dealt with by Jallo. Second ball not dealt with well by the Birmingham midfield, and it'd be a throw. So you can say the difference in this match is some of those individual mistakes. A long throw over here, dealt with by Birmingham. But these individual mistakes of not able to control the ball or not able to read the play as well has kind of made the difference in this match. So Birmingham have opportunities, but they haven't been able to take advantage of them due to some mistakes. But here's a chance for Potros before the half to extend their lead. Throw in from Macias. Puts it into the back post, and Valenzuela was there, but ball still bouncing around, as we mentioned. Not able to deal with some of these bouncing balls. And it falls back out to Macias, who has another attempt to put a cross in. This time looking for Morello. This time headed back and forth between the players. Bradshaw trying to get it in. Still not dealt with. And eventually played forward by Birmingham. Can they launch an attack here? Jallo says no. So eventually they get it out of the danger area, Birmingham. And a little mistake there. And now Dadinho, his pass was just too soft and picked out by the Birmingham defense. Here they come again. Played forward this time to a teammate. Flicked onto the wide area. Played back to the number 10. And this time he gives it to the Potros player. A chance here for Valenzuela with some space. Carries the ball forward. Gets past and now finds Lima wide. Lima has some runners coming in late. Has to delay in order to help them get up front, but he goes himself. And just creates an opportunity for himself, but doesn't get it on target. Will be a goal kick for Birmingham. Take a look at that one again as Valenzuela saw the space to carry the ball forward. Got it wide to Lima. Lima had options coming in, but he looked for the little gap to try to go himself from a tight angle. Just wasn't enough. And now Birmingham will try to go direct from the goal kick. Here comes to the long ball. All the way over. Jallo wins the first one. But a foul called against him. So the referee believed there was a push in that play. Birmingham from the free kick gets it wide. First ball controlled. Second ball comes away with it. It's Morera. Morera touches it wide to Mbomio. Mbomio with an opportunity now. It's a 4 versus 3. His cross early straight into the defender of Birmingham. And now Birmingham playing it down the line. Keeps it in play. Morera gets his foot in. And it's a Birmingham throw. And actually a free kick was called, and Birmingham captain was not happy with the challenge. He went over Morera. A little bit of a back and forth between the players, and Potros players look like they're just ready to continue playing. Ball over the top. Jallo heading it wide. About 7 minutes remaining, plus added time. Birmingham with a chance to put a cross in, goes short into the box instead. Dealt with by Uranga well. Throw it into the box, dealt with by Bradshaw, and now Birmingham once again trying to get in behind the back line. They've done so a few times, but not in a way that they were able to get advantage of any opportunities. And a challenge there by the Birmingham player on Macias. He plays it quick to Morello. Here's a chance for Potros if they can find some good connections. Gets it to Lima, who's now central. Has Macias continuing his run, who won the free kick and took the free kick. Gets it wide to Dadinho instead. Dadinho from a tight angle, cuts inside, goes with his left foot, gets a shot on target, but not enough to beat this goalkeeper who stood his ground. The shot was too close to him. An opportunity gone for Potros. Jallo stopping Birmingham from getting back into the attack. Here's Morello. Loses possession in the middle. Birmingham playing the ball forward. Jallo with a nice tackle in to read that ball cleanly as well. Birmingham trying again. Tackle from Lima, a hard one too. A foul called as he had left the ground and had enough contact to commit a foul. Not enough force in it to be anything more than just a free kick. Birmingham puts the ball into the box. Verona deals with it. Throws out to Dadinho, who has space in front of him. Has Mbomio running as well. Tries to find Mbomio behind. The Birmingham player gets in between. Birmingham player plays it straight into Valenzuela, who plays it across to Lima. Lima with some space in front of him. Carries in. Still Lima from a tight angle, but cannot get it to the goal. Wins the corner kick. Deflection. So a corner kick opportunity with a few minutes to go. It's a great work there from Valenzuela to find Lima on the far side. Lima tried to find his opportunity. The defender got his foot in the way. And now a corner kick from the opposite side of where Potros was able to get the second goal from. Will he be able to find a second one? Lima puts the cross in. Uranga there on the front post, but it gets flicked on by a Birmingham player before it gets to him. And now another throw. And a Birmingham player down inside the box. It's one of the center backs who's been involved a lot in this first half with trying to deal with the runs of Mbomio and has struggled a bit. Now he's down with a bit of a issue. He's going to require some attention. Not sure what happened on that play. We didn't get a replay saved in time to be able to see it either. So Birmingham player will need some attention outside of the field. Don't think that they've had a substitute ready to go yet. We'll see if they get one before the restart or if the player will be able to continue. He's currently leaving the field of play to get some treatment. Birmingham will temporarily play with 10 players. They probably will finish off the half with 10 players as we've only got about 2 minutes to go. Macias coming all the way to the near side to take this throw. Puts it into the front post, dealt with by Birmingham. Second ball will be another throw. Macias trying again. This time goes higher. Goes all the way to the back post and falls to the feet of Lima. Lima in a tight angle. Gets his shot on and a nice save there from the Birmingham keeper. Goes back to the feet of Lima again in the corner. This time looking for a cross. Gets it in to the back post. Uranga there. Tries the acrobatic kick, but not enough contact to put it towards the goal, just straight up, and the goalkeeper will release a quick counter. A long ball over the top. Jallo is going to get to it first. Heads it down. And Verona coming all the way across to get to it and keeps it in play as well. So not the cleanest way to do it, but it manages to keep the possession. Good work there from Jallo. And now Potros back on the attack with about a minute remaining plus added time. There might be a few the injuries. Birmingham does have a sub ready to go now. Still playing with 10 for the time being. Morera taken down, but not in an unfair challenge. And now Valenzuela coming back quickly to get that ball out. Birmingham going to replace the injured player. They now are back up to 11. Ball's back in. Birmingham trying to go through the middle. Morello's in the way. Morello wins a free kick thanks to a handball. Ball's back into play quickly by Bradshaw. Lima's looking for an option, but runs straight into the defender and loses possession instead. Here's a chance for Birmingham. Valenzuela once again coming across to stop that attack. Great work from the Peruvian. Birmingham back under possession. We're now into the final seconds of regular time of the first half. We'll see how much time is added. And a little bit of confusion as the buzzer went off in the stadium. Of course, the buzzer in the stadium is not the official time. The referee will keep the time. The scoreboard in the stadium was on a count down instead of a count up, although that's not how the timer works here in this time. And we did hear from the referee 3 minutes of added time as that shot from Birmingham forced Cameron Verona to stretch across to keep it in. So we're about a minute into the 3 minutes of added time. As this throw-in gets ready, Morera coming forward for it. He'll get a second attempt as the ball comes back to him, but this time under pressure, and manages to get it out for a throw. Thrown in by Birmingham. Playing along in their back line, gets it back to the keeper. Has pressure. Tries to get it wide. Had no player there for Birmingham. Everyone had come central. And it only just rolls out for a throw. 90 seconds left to go in this half. A long throw, looking for a Potros player. Wins another one. Macias throw into the hands of the Birmingham keeper. Keeper showing some visible frustration as he wanted to play quick, but his players did not get forward quick enough. And now Bradshaw there to deal with the long ball. Valenzuela on the second one flicks it forward, and it finds the feet of Morello this time. Morello not getting the contact he was looking for as he played that ball forward. Gets a second attempt on the header and finds Lima this time. 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's Lima. Lima into the box. Gets it across, but only into the hands of the keeper. Just ran out of space. And back underway. One last opportunity. Birmingham trying to go the other way. A long ball over the top finds the far side. And now a long switch once again. A bouncing ball. Jallo ran with the runner. No one got a contact to it. Macias gets it to his feet. Goes back to Verona. This will probably be the last kick of the game, as Verona will send it down the field. Play continues as the Birmingham player controls. One last opportunity, it seems. But Jallo there, across. Potros trying to go the other way. And there's going to be the halftime whistle, so they won't get the chance to attack. So Potros FC going into the halftime break with a 2-0 lead. 2 goals, quick back-to-back coming. One from Nazario Mbomio and the other one from an own goal by Birmingham. Potros with a 2-0 lead in Birmingham, Georgia, as they had last season in the same situation. Goals coming in the 12th minute and the 14th minute. We'll be back to bring you the second half in about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, make sure you stick around. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second half. We're here in Birmingham, Alabama at Carver High School. Potros FC going into the break with a 2-0 lead. We'll take a look really quickly at the goals. This one coming as an own goal in the 8th minute of the match. And then 6 minutes later, Nazario Mbomio gets his goal from the corner kick. Pedro Lima's cross right across goal, and Mbomio just flicks it on into the goal. Across the league, other results, Georgia Revolution came back from a 3-1 deficit at halftime against FC Columbus to win the match 4-3. And then earlier today, Atletico Buford continued their winning streak, defeating Pachuca, Georgia 2-1. Currently, at the same time, back in Snellville, Georgia, SSL is currently up 6-1 against Dalton United. That's a surprising result there. This one 2-0 in favor of Potros. Second half about to get underway. Looks like no changes at halftime for Frankie Ruiz and Potros. The same starting lineup that they ended with. There was one change in the first half for Birmingham due to a injury to one of their center backs. The sun coming down here in Birmingham as the sun starts to set. The temperature's starting to cool a little bit, but they'll have to deal with the sunlight in their faces for the first part of the second half. But we'll see if they're able to add to the tally as we get the kickoff underway. Darinho getting us here. Uranga playing the ball forward early, trying to get Lima into an attacking position. First header from Birmingham into the middle. And second header also falls to Valenzuela. Morella with a nice little flick to find Lima's feet. Lima has the overlapping run from Caden Macias. Macias looking for an opportunity. Nice footwork from him. Finds Mbomio in the middle. Mbomio with a quick touch to Morello. Back to Mbomio, and there it is. Mbomio with another one to his name. A nice play there. A nice link up with Sebi Morello to add to his tally, to add to the lead. It only took them 40 seconds into the second half, and Potros with another one, Mbomio with another one. And that's his 6th of the season. Only 2 games, less than 2 games into the season. 6 goals for Nazario Mbomio. He's only 9 goals away from the tally that he had all of last season with 3 extra matches. We'll see. We'll see that one again. A nice play. Macias with nice calmness to get the ball into the middle. And Mbomio with a nice 1-2. The Birmingham player was too far for him and just slots it away into that back post. Nazario Mbomio, 6 goals in 2 matches. Potros, 7 goals total. An own goal coming earlier in this match, which could have been Mbomio's a little bit of luck, a little bit of unluck, we should say, was against him there. And Potros with a 3-0 lead in the second half early. Birmingham, they already had an uphill battle. Now they've got a steep uphill battle to climb to get out of this. But the play continues on. Birmingham still have about 45 minutes to go. Macias back on the ball quickly. Ball bounced around a bit before Birmingham able to clear this time, but not the best of clearances, although it does find a teammate, and Birmingham's still in possession, now playing the ball forward. Still with Birmingham, doing well to get through the pressure. Ball into the box. Verona quickly off his line to clear that one out. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on our Potros YouTube channel as we're able to bring this match for the fans that could not travel today to Birmingham, Alabama. We'll be back at home next week, although we will be playing at Lake Point Sports Complex and not at our usual Marietta High School home due to a conflict with the school scheduling. We will have to play that match against SSL, who's bounced back from their early 5-1 defeat to LSA Norcross Pro last week. They're currently up 6-1 against Dalton United last time we checked. We'll get updates on the final scores. That one kicked off about 30 minutes before this one, so we should get a final score during this match. and we will keep you updated on that. Here's a chance for Potros once again, throwing, and Mbomio not able to flick to a teammate, and a little bit of bouncing around there before eventually going out for a Birmingham throw this time. And this match has really been one of those matches, not very clean match, as the ball has bounced around in the midfield a whole bunch. Long balls over the top throughout the match from both teams. Neither team really able to cleanly play, and that's going to be a free kick for Birmingham, as Uranga left his leg in and committed a foul right at the edge of the box. Oh, it's actually going to be a penalty kick. And Uranga did not agree. He's saying that he did not make contact. Don't know if we got the replay in on time to see. Let's take a look. Yeah, we just get the remnants of it. We'll try to see it one more time as we wait for the replay to start over. Let's see. It's a difficult one for the referee, but the player was already going down before the contact was made. Although you can't really blame the referee, and Uranga put his foot in. He didn't need to, as the ball was already going out. But the Birmingham player made the most of it and won the penalty kick. A chance for Birmingham to get one back into the game. With the time left to go, it could change the course of the game. Verona's going to stand tall in the goal. And Birmingham with a chance on the penalty. And he misses it. It's wide of the goal. So the score will continue 3-0. A miss from the Birmingham player on the penalty kick. We'll look at it again. Wide of the goal. Tried to place it in that bottom right corner. Misses the target, and the score continues 3-0. Here's Verona putting the ball back down the line. Birmingham back under the ball. Looking dangerous. And now a substitute for Birmingham. And it looks like one of the defenders was replaced on the outside. The new player enters, number 14, and Valenzuela getting his foot in the way there. Dadinho with a quick ball, looking to find Mbomio, but wasn't enough. It might have taken a deflection and just bounced through. And now Birmingham able to get the ball out of the danger. Only for a second as it's headed back down to the feet of Morello. Morello continuing himself to the edge of the box. Morello playing wide to Lima. Moreta put across in Morello's header. Not able to get it towards the goal. Morello coming into the squad. A new player, did not play last season. Was the only new player to start last week against North Georgia United. Today, he's followed along with Caden Macias, and both of them are involved in that third goal, connecting with Mbomio to increase his goal tally for the season. And Birmingham struggling to get out of their defensive third, as we've seen throughout the game. Throw into Lima. Tried to play it across to Valenzuela, but the Birmingham player was quick to read it. But the ball forward this time is only as far as Moreta, who plays it straight back across the line. Birmingham players difficult to deal with it, and they win a throw in back for Potros. Macias getting the cross in, or throw in. Birmingham trying to get out of the pressure. Not able to do so. Macias gets it back. Morello with pressure on him. Still Morello with pressure all around him, but manages to keep the possession. Bradshaw now getting it back wide to Moreta, under pressure as well. His ball to the middle, looking for Mbomio. Mbomio not able to get the first one, but sticks with it and gets his foot on the second one before a chance for Birmingham to get forward. Modu Jallo calmly plays it to Caden Macias. Macias thought about playing the ball in, but decides to carry himself instead. Still Macias tried to cut back inside. And Pedro Lima's the one who commits the foul. Still only one yellow card in this match. Came to Birmingham in the 30th minute in the first half for a foul on Pedro Lima. Pedro Lima called for committing the foul that time. Birmingham leaving the ball for the goalkeeper. They'll get players forward. Potros holding a high line. Looks like they're going to try to play it in behind. Potros will try to deal with it. Verona's at the edge of the box as well. But Modu Jallo reads it all the way through and gets it out for a throw. Ball back into play. Birmingham under pressure. Still with Birmingham. Birmingham plays it through the middle. Brings it back to the near side. Connecting well. A nice flick there. A chance to put a cross, and Bradshaw getting across, getting his body in the way. Macias as well. Oh, but a foul called against Macias. A bit of a harsh one given how this game has gone. Some of those similar challenges have been let go early in the match. This time it's given as a foul. And now Birmingham with a chance on the free kick. Free kick for Birmingham from almost like a corner kick, a little bit about 5 yards out from the corner kick. Puts the cross to the back post, won by Birmingham, but not enough to get it towards the goal. But a dangerous opportunity there from Birmingham. They're showing signs of life in this game, although they could have done with that goal from the penalty kick, although they missed it. Played it wide of the goal. Was a good opportunity to get them back in. They're still pushing, not giving up. And although this match, it might be too much of a challenge, we'll see as the time goes on, but they're showing promising signs for the rest of the season if they can get results here and there. Dalton United with a heavy defeat currently against SSL would be an opportunity for Birmingham potentially if Dalton's not able to pick up their form. Here's Lima. Into the box is Lima. Gets across with his left foot to the back post. Dadinho's header just too high for him to get control. Played it across the goal. Bradshaw at the edge of the box trying to get back under control. Plays a pass to himself in the corner. Gets a cross in, but nobody there to help him out, and it's going to be the goalkeeper of Birmingham. Plays it quick over the top. Jallo gets to it. Jallo stays down, but no foul given. Jallo now back up. Mbomio helping out defending. Birmingham trying to find a gap through. Finds a teammate. Macias puts a great tackle in the midfield. And Birmingham now goes long. Yeah, and that's going to be offside. It was the Birmingham players are arguing that the player who was in an offside position did not get involved, but he did interfere with the defender as the defender for Potros was going to the ball. The forward for Birmingham just steps across him and shields him off. So that's impacting the defender. He's interfering with the defender's ability to play the ball, which puts him in an offside position, even though he did not get the ball. So the arguments from the Birmingham players by the laws of the game are not valid in that situation. It was an offside. A little bit of a mistake there from Uranga and Verona playing the ball not very cleanly in the back. Needs to be better. Coach Frankie Ruiz is not happy with that. And now a free kick for Birmingham. So Potros losing a little bit of focus as the Birmingham players, again, they were unhappy with that offside call. Might have put Potros off a little bit. They need to regain their focus and not allow those types of things to impact them. Free kick for Birmingham. Shot on target could be difficult for Verona with the sun in his face in this half. As from experience, when the sun's in your face like that, everything kind of looks like shadows. You don't get a clear view of the players or the ball in front of you, which could have also contributed to that miss kick in the previous play. Shot is not on target, so no worries from Verona. Verona going short to Macias. Well, halfway medium, I guess you could call it. Finds his feet, and now they're able to play through. And the flick on by Morello was just too heavy. And Macias had to stretch for it, but was not enough to keep it in play. And now Birmingham trying to play out. They end up playing the ball back. That was intercepted by Mbomio. But again, not able to get the ball under control. Seen that throughout this match from both teams. Not able to control the ball in some situations. Not sure if the quality of the ball potentially making an impact. We're not sure. I think the brand of the ball potentially making an impact as they're used to playing with a different brand. No excuses, though. They've got to adjust to these situations and be able to play through any kind of situation if they want to defend their championship and add to the goal tallies. Here's a chance for Birmingham. They've got runners coming forward. That one finds a teammate on the far side. Moreira puts a tackle in, doesn't get it. Second ball cleared away by Oranga. Throw in for Birmingham. Plays it into the box. His first touch lets him down for the Birmingham player. Ball played down the line. Goes out of bounds. Birmingham gets the ball back underway as the play still continues, and a little bit of a scuffle in the midfield as a player went down for Potros. The number 8 for Birmingham went over the Potros player. And I believe he's going to get a yellow card for it. I didn't see exactly what happened. I think the assistant referee was the one who saw it. As while Birmingham was putting the ball back into play, the Birmingham player went over the Potros player. Didn't see exactly what happened, but it's going to be a free kick for Potros. The ball was in play when it happened, so it's a foul against the Birmingham player, which will be a Potros free kick. So now still some protests from the Birmingham captain. And a little more confusion as it's actually a Birmingham free kick. So back and forth, not sure what's going on at this moment. A 2v1 here against Macias. Manages to find the wide player. Looking to get a cross in on the front post, and Jallo gets his foot in the way, and now cleared by Macias all the way forward. And Mbomio chasing it down. Will he be able to keep it in play? Gets to it before the Birmingham player does keep it in play. Second ball, the Birmingham player gets his body in the way. Still Potros trying to work to get the ball back. Darinho and Lima helping out, and Darinho gets his foot in and wins a throw-in. And a substitute for Birmingham. The referee pointed for a Potros throw-in, and it did look like it deflected off of a Birmingham player. But the referee is not. Yes, and the referee did confirm it's going to be a Potros throw-in. The play stopped for a Birmingham substitute. So a lot of confusion here on the field in the last few minutes. I do believe that was the right decision from what I can see from up here, as Darinho came across and cleared it off of the Birmingham player. Macias throw into the box. Lima on the second ball on the edge of the box. Still Lima. It wins a free kick. As he was trying to turn, the Birmingham player just came through the back. A little bit exaggerated maybe by Lima, but wins the free kick nonetheless. And a shooting position, only about 25 yards from goal. Again, if you missed it in the first half, the goals are actually about 5 yards into the American football end zone, about 5 yards further in than what you usually see on American football fields. So it's about 25, 24 yards from goal. Lima goes with the shot, and that one's into the back of the net. Pedro Lima gets his first goal of the season, gives Potros the 4-0 lead. Pedro Lima wins the free kick. Pedro Lima finishes the free kick. What a golazo from Pedro Lima. Let's take a look at that one again. He waited for the wall to set up, looked at that near post. He was eyeing it the entire time. Pedro Lima finds that near post. Nothing the Birmingham keeper could do. And he opens his scoring account for the season. Got an assist in this match as well. Was involved in the third goal. So Pedro Lima continuing to be effective for this Potros side since he joined. The young player joined when he was 19, now just turned 20 a few days ago. Actually, yeah, 2 days ago. So happy birthday to Pedro Lima, and gets his goal on his birthday weekend. Birmingham back underway. This game is almost all but done, but neither team will want to stop as goal difference could play a part into the season. We know that the first tiebreaker when it comes to positions in the table is head-to-head. We'll see how that plays out when it comes to some of these teams that have to play each other twice. But then goal difference is the second tiebreaker. Verona getting across to punch that one out to safety. So, ball back into play quickly by Birmingham. Looking for the shot. Left-footed. Not able to keep it down. And it'll be a goal kick. Oh, actually, took a deflection on the way. Didn't see it from here, so it'll be a corner kick for Birmingham. Birmingham all lining up in that back post, trying to make it difficult. They're going to play it across, header too high. And now the bench for Potros is up and warming up as we get into the final 25 minutes of this game. We'll probably see some changes shortly. The 4-0 lead for Potros. Might see some debuts as we've got some players on the bench for the first time in this match. Verona looking to send the players forward. Potros scoring 4 goals back-to-back games. That one, Lima, nice flick on for Mbomio. Can he find it around the keeper? Gets the first touch. The keeper gets to it. Second ball, the keeper gets to it as well. Great work there from the Birmingham keeper to tackle that ball, not allowing Mbomio to complete his hat trick for today. He'll still looking for it, though. Macias coming forward, committing a foul. Quickly taken by Birmingham. Playing it all the way across. Bradshaw's mistouch falls to the Birmingham player, has 4 white players around him, and yeah, it was always going to be difficult in that situation. Moreta now down on the ground, slowly back up to his feet. He's leaving players on side, going to try to get back in line with the rest of the defense. Birmingham trying to play through the middle. Morello gets his foot through. Lima gets past one. Has runners with him. Plays it through to Zadinho. Timed his run to perfection, but just touch through was not enough. And now Potros have to defend once again against Birmingham. They have their first sub up to the line. It's Eric Graham, a new player who signed this week with Potros, making his debut today. Birmingham on the ball. Potros still defending with numbers. Puts a ball into the box. Macias commits a foul at the edge of the box. It's going to be right at the edge of the area. A free kick for Birmingham. Just about 19 yards from goal. So Birmingham's had their chances in the second half. They missed a penalty kick earlier. They'll get another opportunity here from this free kick. The substitute won't happen yet. A left-footed and a right-footed steps up for Birmingham. chance to get a goal back. And now actually the substitute will happen. So that will be Danny Moreira replaced by Eric Graham, making his debut today. Danny Moreira coming in at right back. He played most games last season, started a few of them, but mostly came off the bench. Gets the start in the first 2 games. Sees an early exit today. And now a free kick for Birmingham. A good opportunity to test. A tough wall to get through, a very tall wall. Goes low, takes a deflection off the wall, and now Verona picks it up. Indirect free kick going to be in favor of Cameron Verona. And I believe a yellow card shown to Cameron Verona. So yellow card shown to Verona because of the, I believe the referee said that he threw an elbow and used his body as the Birmingham player stepped in front of him. So he gets a free kick in favor of Verona as the new laws. Oh, penalty kick for Birmingham, actually. So the referee decides that it's a penalty kick for Birmingham. They called a foul on Cameron Verona because of the player was not allowing him to release the ball early. We thought he originally was calling an indirect kick in favor of Verona, as the laws of the game say that if a player does not allow the keeper to release the ball, that it would be an indirect kick. He decided that that was not the case and decided to go with a foul against Verona for pushing the Birmingham player who was in his way. So they missed the first one. They get a second attempt here. A penalty kick. That time they finish it. So Birmingham gets a goal back from an odd penalty kick decision that was causing confusion. We originally thought it was a foul in favor of Potros for delaying the quick release of the ball, but it ended up being a penalty kick for Birmingham, a yellow card to Verona, and now a goal for Birmingham. And the substitute for Potros that happened after all of that, Caden Macias, his day is done. He had an excellent full debut today, getting the start. He will be replaced by Jonathan Valverde, who will get his debut for Potros. He was on the bench last week, did not make an appearance. Comes into the game today. Formerly played with Atlanta City FC, was a champion with them as well. And actually we'll see another substitute, and that will be a goalkeeper change. Cameron Verona being replaced. On to replace him will be Benji Prophet. Benji Prophet, making his second appearance with the UPSL Premier Team, will be a regular potentially with the new U23 team, comes in to support and gets his minutes today to finish off this game with the 4-1 lead. So back underway. 2 substitutes made for Potros in that play. Here's Valverde, one of them, who's getting his first touches in Potros colors. Looking for the long switch. Just too long and falls into the hands of the goalkeeper. Was looking for Dadinho on the far side, but didn't get the timing right. Jallo gets his head to that one. Morello in the way. Birmingham with a nice spell of possession here, playing the ball around the back. Now they send it forward. A great timing there for the runner on the back of Graham. Graham there to put pressure. Ball into the box, dealt with by Jallo. Cleared away, falls to the feet of Bradshaw. Finds Morello with some space. Finds the space in front of Lima. Lima in a 2v2 situation with Mbomio. Pulls the defender close to him, and Mbomio just veered offside in that attack, so the play will be ended. Ball's back into play for Birmingham quickly. Dadinho back helping to defend. Thought he wanted to throw in for his team, but it goes in the favor of Birmingham. Birmingham again. Playing the ball to the near side. Have runners coming into the box. Cutting back. Ball played forward. The Birmingham player tried to turn. Valverde stood his ground well. Dadinho's ball over the top too heavy. Was looking for the run of Mbomio. And now Benji Prophet will get his first touch of the game. Goes with the long throw over the top of Lima. Birmingham back under possession. So Potros sitting in a low block now. They have their whole defense and midfield staying deeper behind the ball, trying to stop the balls into the box as they do there, but a foul called. Ball back into play for Birmingham. They've been taking these quick free kicks a lot, trying to catch Potros off guard. Cross now to the front post. Going to go out for a goal kick. Prophet, the young goalkeeper, going to be taking the goal kick, looking to go long. Finds Mbomio, who flicks it on. Dadinho running onto it. Dadinho on the far post, has Lima, has Mbomio coming into the box, goes himself to the front post. Here's Mbomio and Lima on the second attempt, and it's into the back of the net. Mbomio gets the assist, Lima gets his second of the night, and Potros up by 4 once again. Great work there from Dadinho to play that ball across. All started from the goal kick from Benji Prophet, who found the head of Mbomio. And we just get the final seconds there, and Mbomio's ball fell to the feet of Lima, and on the second attempt was able to put it into the back of the net. And that will be the final involvement for Dadinho as he gets substituted. Amadou Danfa comes in to replace him. So Potros regained their 4-goal lead with about 13 minutes to go in this match. Birmingham continue to push on to try to find some consolation. They've had some good connections in the second half. Here's another chance, a nice skill there at the front post, but not able to produce anything from it. Prophet with the goal kick once again. Looking for this near side wing, and falls to Birmingham, and Bradshaw will get it back to Prophet, who will try again. He has options short, but this time finds the feet of Valverde. An excellent pass into the middle. Valverde trying to cut into the middle. Still Valverde having to deal with 2 players and commits a foul. Birmingham back under possession. They've had a much better second half despite the scoreline, creating more danger. A lot of individual brilliance from some of these players for Birmingham. It looks like they've really made some changes to their squad so far. No foul given that time, and Valverde with the outside of the boot pass looking for Danfa. Danfa continues with it, wins it back. Danfa gives it to Lima. Lima to Morello with pressure on his back. Cuts back, gets it wide to Mbomio. Mbomio thinking about his hat trick, tries to go himself, loses possession right at the edge of the box. Valverde there to win it back right away. Pulled down by the Birmingham player and wins a free kick. A yellow card will be shown to a Birmingham player for kicking the ball away. And substitute for Potros. Sebi Morello was replaced by Kwesi Paul. So fifth substitute of the match for Potros. And Kwesi Paul enters into the match to close out the final 10 minutes. Birmingham will make a substitute themselves as well. Three more players available on the bench for Frankie Ruiz. It's Brendan Fry, Sebastian Lopez, and Kevin Ruiz. Only two subs available. We'll see if any of those players make an appearance today. Lima on the free kick. Might think about trying to curl that one into the front post. We'll see. Goes to the back post instead, and too long. Was looking for the head of Kwesi Paul, which we know is very effective in winning those headers. But that time, it was too far for him. 9 minutes to go. Ball into play from Birmingham. Plays the ball forward. Pass. Finds Paul. Paul flicks it on to Valenzuela. The long ball over the top to Danfa. Danfa connects with Paul. Back to Danfa. Paul making a run into the box. Danfa tries to go back. Takes too heavy of a touch and runs into a Birmingham player. Chance for Birmingham. Bradshaw. Graham tries to chest it down, but eventually wins a throw. Here's Lima. Ball was played to him by Valverde. Lima always has a knack for goal. But that one was his final contribution of the match. Pedro Lima, 2 goals and an assist to his name, replaced in the 83rd minute by Sebastian Lopez, who will make his Potros debut. Bradshaw winning the midfield battle. Looking to try to get the ball forward. It comes to Paul. Paul plays it wide to Lopez. Lopez carrying the ball into the box. Lopez with his first touch of the game, possibly with a shot. Takes a deflection into the hands of the Birmingham keeper. Sebastian Lopez nearly with his first touch of the game, nearly getting into the goal. Modou Diallo winning another header in this match. He's been winning many of them. Graham coming forward with a nice first touch to Danfa. Danfa just right behind Valenzuela, a little bit off. Diallo with a slide to pick out that ball from Birmingham, but Birmingham still with it. Birmingham at the edge of the box, looking for an opportunity to try to cut back. Slips. Ball play continues. Shot from the edge of the box, not on target. And it looks like it took a deflection. Will be a corner kick for Birmingham. There were shouts for a handball as the Birmingham player slipped and landed on the ball. The final substitute getting ready for Potros, it will be Kevin Ruiz. Looks like he's replacing Nazario Mbomio, but it won't happen this time. It'll be a corner kick instead. So the substitute will wait. Cross from Birmingham to the far post. A volley there. Only into the feet of Uranga. And that was Paul trying to dribble away with it. This time the sub will happen. And it's actually Pedro Valenzuela, the one who will be replaced. So Pedro Valenzuela replaced by Kevin Ruiz. And that will be the last substitute for Potros today. Birmingham still pushing, still creating. Ruiz gets his first touch, winning the ball back, and Mbomio tried to play it off a Birmingham player unsuccessfully, and now Birmingham back on the ball. The Birmingham player with plenty of time to dribble into the middle. The ball into the box is picked out by Benji Prophet. Prophet with a quick ball forward, looking for Danfa, perfectly into his path. An excellent ball there from Prophet. Here's Danfa, wins a corner kick. Corner for Potros. Amadou Danfa on the far side, ready to take it. Kwesi Paul coming short. Danfa to take the cross. Goes to the front post, headed away from Birmingham. And Mbomio and the goalkeeper of Birmingham collided a little bit with each other. Not in any way that was a foul. But the ball slipped all the way through out for a Potros throw. Minutes to go, less than 5 plus added time. Throw into Paul. Paul's headed to the edge of the box, looks for Ruiz, brings it down, doesn't get the contact he was looking for, and falls all the way to the edge of the box. Birmingham player away with it. Trying to play the ball forward, Eric Graham in the way. Here's Eric Graham. Gets past 1, gets past 2, trying to get past the 3rd, still with the ball. Gets it to Paul. Paul tries the shot, wins another corner for Potros. And at this point, the attacks are coming in quick and fast, one after another. We're not keeping the stats today of the shots, but probably well into the 20s. And they continue to knock at the door. Danfa with another cross. This time it goes to the back post. Bradshaw went up for it, doesn't get a touch on it, and it goes for a Birmingham throw. The Birmingham player staying down. Play will be delayed. Not sure exactly what happened there. Might have been just as the ball came through all the bodies, just kind of maybe ahead. But he's fine, just touching the back of his head. Probably got a little bit of a nick somewhere as the ball came through. Birmingham throw deep in their own half. Trying to play over the top. Ruiz in the way. Birmingham trying to play short through, and Ruiz in the way again. Gets it across. And Birmingham's keeper quick to pick that one up before Mbomio could get an open goal to finish his hat trick. Birmingham once again. Still pressure on from Potros. This time Lopez and Kevin Ruiz working together. Paul coming forward. Ruiz with him as well. A little bit of a slip. Paul comes away with it. Paul one-on-one with the keeper. Plays it into the bottom corner. And Crazy Paul, the press from Potros was there. The press was good. And Crazy Paul coming into the game, normally plays as a center back, came into this game as an attacking midfielder and gets a goal. The 31-year-old showing his experience, showing the calmness to finish in front of goal and work as a team to put that press on. Let's see that one again. It is Potros the 6-1 lead with 2 minutes to go. Ruiz, a slip there from the Birmingham player, no contact from the Potros player, and all Paul had to do was just slot it away. Birmingham still throwing numbers forward, still playing the ball into dangerous areas, dealing with it well. The Potros defense dealing with it well so far. Danfa coming back to help. You can see the fresh legs from the bench of Potros making a difference. The substitutes were held until late on, allowing the Birmingham players to get more and more tired. And now, just as we saw from that last goal, the press, the fresh legs of Paul and Ruiz and Lopez just getting all over the players, forcing the mistake, and allowing Potros to extend their lead to 6-1. Got less than a minute remaining, plus added time. We'll try to see how much time will be added. There's a couple of stoppages, a little bit of confusions from the referee that might add some time. Jallo committing the foul at the half field. You can see a big impact again. Paul, Danfa, Lopez, Ruiz, all with so much energy in the front line, just making it so difficult. There's another one, Eric Graham getting his head to that one. Bradshaw, who's been playing the whole match. We heard him say to the bench earlier, can go another 90, coach. So feeling good about his fitness. Prophet's ball forward. Won by Birmingham. Second ball falls to the feet of Mbomio. And here's a chance for Sebastian Lopez. Lopez driving the ball forward. Still Lopez trying to get into the box. Has Valverde with him. Lays it off to him. Valverde with the cross at the near post. Birmingham can't deal with it, and it'll be another corner. Now into added time. No indicator yet of how much added time. We'll try to find out if we see it or hear it from the center referee. I believe we heard 3 minutes from the referee. 3 minutes to play. A corner kick here. Cross from Valverde. All the way to the back post. Lopez was up. Bradshaw on the far post. Can't keep it in play. Will go out for a goal kick. Ball back into play. Birmingham. Pressure from Mbomio. Paul is there with him. Mbomio almost got it off of the keeper. Keeper feeling confident with the ball at his feet today. Bradshaw picks that one up from the midfield. Plays it wide to Paul. The flag goes up for offside. He missed the shot either way, so it would not have mattered. Birmingham just killing the time off to just allow this game to finish. Potros back at home next week at Lake Point Sports Complex taking on SSL FC. We'll bring you that match live on our YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it when it comes. And also next week, the U23 squad starts their campaign in the UPSL Division 1, taking on Chattanooga FC U20. Also will be played at Lake Point Sports Complex. Will be played on the Saturday. The premier game will be on the Sunday. Here's a chance for Birmingham. Valverde coming back to defend. Prophet's clearance only as far as the Birmingham player. Birmingham at the edge of the box looking to bring it down. Has the Potros defense all over him. And now Paul coming away with it. A chance here. And Mbomio coming into an offside position. Paul having to hold up the play. Does well to keep the ball. Now Danfa. Danfa unable to connect though. Into the final 30 seconds of this match. Danfa commits the foul. Free kick for Birmingham. Birmingham free kick. Going to try to put it into the box. Try to find one more opportunity before this game ends. Lopez there. Ruiz gets the first touch. Second one for Birmingham. Blocked by Ruiz. Going to fall to Mbomio. Flag stays down. Mbomio with a chance to complete his hat trick. It's going to be Nazario Mbomio for another hat trick under his name in Potros colors. The play continued. And Nazario Mbomio, his third of the match, his seventh of the season in just 2 games. Nazario Mbomio completing the game 7-1 for Potros FC. We'll take a look again. So a little bit of luck on his side, as I believe he was in an offside position. The referee did not catch it as the ball deflected off of Ruiz, but the goal will count. There's no VAR at this level, so the goal will count, and Nazario Mbomio gets his 3rd of the match, his 7th of the season. Birmingham plays the ball forward for the last time, and Potros FC will return home with a 7-1 victory, their 2nd highest ever win in the UPSL Premier, following last season's 8-1 win against Fountain City, one short of that. But they will go home with the 7-1 victory. They will sit at the top of the table in the Zone 2 of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. We will be back next week to bring you the next games for Potros FC U23 and Potros FC Premier Team. So stick with us for those, and we will leave you with the final moments here at Birmingham, Alabama, Carver High School.